Hello and welcome to cookingflavors.com. For today's recipe, we look at a very simple yet interesting jeera rice recipe, and here are the list of ingredients that are required for this. Now for this, I'll be cooking my basmati rice in an open pot like this, but you always have the option of cooking it in the pressure cooker. Just that because one of our viewers had asked me to show how to cook the perfect basmati rice, so I'm cooking it in an open pot like this. Now I've taken 1 cup of basmati rice and soaked it in water for about half an hour. Just soak it in water for half an hour to 40 minutes. That itself would be perfect for any kind of basmati rice. You don't have to wash your basmati rice too many times, just once will be enough, and then soak it in water. We'll drain out the water, we'll allow this water to come to a little boil, and then we'll add in the soaked basmati rice. Now to the water, I'm just adding a little bit of salt. Make sure your water, the water is a little salty. Only then the rice, the salt will mix well with the rice. Now I'll be doing a little bit of seasoning for the rice. In a pan, I've added some oil and ghee, just a tablespoon of each, and I'm adding in cloves, cardamom, star anise, mace, cinnamon, and bay leaves, and 2 green chilies which I have slit lengthwise. We'll slightly saute them till they give out a nice aroma. Then I'm adding in a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. We'll saute that well till the ginger and garlic paste leave out their raw smell. This is totally optional, but it gives your basmati rice a nice taste and flavor. And I'm adding in the soaked basmati rice. We'll just fry them for just 1 minute. Be very gentle with your rice. You don't want to break the grains of rice. Now see, the water has come to a nice boil. It's not really a rolling boil, but it's come to a nice boil. Now we'll add in the seasoned rice into this. Now I've added just enough water, not too much, because I don't want to lose the aroma of the basmati rice and the spices that we have added, because we are going to drain out the water. So just add a little bit of water, not too much, because we don't want to lose the aroma in the drained out water. Now I've covered it with a lid. Always when you cover it with a lid, make sure your lid is partially open, because when the water boils, if the lid is completely closed, the water will spill onto your stove. Now it's been around 3 minutes. The rice has started cooking, if you see, but the rice is still grainy. It has just started cooking. Now we'll wait for some more time till the rice perfectly cooks. Now I want a perfectly cooked rice, but if you're cooking basmati rice for a dum biryani, make sure you cook it only up to a 70%. Now it's been around 5 minutes. You can see my rice is perfectly cooked. There is a little bit of water which I need to drain out. As I told you, for this jeera rice, I need a completely cooked basmati rice. But when you're cooking the same rice for a dum biryani, make sure you cook. When I showed you the 3rd minute, that stage or a little more than that, you can take it off because the balance will cook in the dum process. Now this is just right for me. I will drain out the excess water. See, there's not too much of water here. So when I drain out, there'll be just very little water. We'll drain this out and we'll spread this rice on a plate. Now we'll do the actual seasoning for the jeera rice. I have some onions, about 1 large onion which have sliced. I'm just crumpling it with my hand so that they separate nicely. I'm going to fry this nicely till they turn nice and brown and moist. This recipe I learned from a restaurant. When I tasted it, it tasted just awesome. So I thought I'll give it a try, because the normal jeera rice adds just the spices and the cumin seeds, but this adding of onions gave it a very nice taste and flavor. So I thought I'll give it a try. So every time I make jeera rice, this is how I make it. Now see, my onions are nice and brown. Now in the same oil, I'm adding a few cashew nuts, and we'll slightly roast those cashew nuts, and we'll keep that aside along with the onions. Now what is a jeera rice without cumin seeds? So in this, with a little bit of oil and ghee, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds. Feel free to adjust the amount of cumin seeds that you want. And I'm adding 2 dry red chilies, which is totally optional. Just to give it a nice appearance, I've added 2 Kashmiri dry red chilies. And here goes in the next secret ingredient, which is the mint leaves. I've added a handful of mint leaves, and we'll fry this well till all the flavor of the mint leaves get into the oil, but make sure to retain the green color of these mint leaves. So the 2 secret ingredients are the fried onions and the mint leaves, which makes this jeera rice just perfect and awesome. Now I've transferred the rice. I've drained out the water and transferred the rice back into the pot. You can see the rice has, the grains are nice and separate. Now I'm transferring the seasoned ingredients into the rice. And now I'm adding in the fried onions and the cashew nuts, reserving a little for the garnishing. We'll mix this well and make sure to check for salt, because I've already added salt while cooking the rice and while frying the onions. If need be, add more salt. Our yummy and delicious jeera rice is ready with the perfect blend of fried onions and mint leaves. Do try it out and give us your feedback. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and post in your comments and suggestions. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends. If you are new to our channel, welcome and happy cooking. Also subscribe to our very new Tamil channel, Samayal Suvai. Till we see you again with another new and interesting recipe. Thank you and happy cooking.